2 years ago, our family of 7 was having a hard time getting enough hot water out of our then 20-year-old 50-gallon hot water heater. So I went online, did a bunch of research, looked at going tankless. Turns out that really only makes sense if you have natural gas. If you only have electric like we do, it takes so long to recoup your costs, so it didn't make sense. Looked at getting a supplemental tank for upstairs. Again, that didn't make sense. So eventually I settled on these thermostatic mixing valve. I got the Cash ACME Tank Booster. Paid a professional plumber to come in and install it, and 2 years later, today, I'm getting ready to disconnect it. And so now I'm going to give you a little bit of an explanation as to why we've come to this conclusion. Okay, so my purpose in making this is to help the average home DIYer like me. So I'm going to give you a quick explanation of how a hot water heater works. You may not know, so like I didn't before I started looking into all this. So your cold water comes in here, goes into your tank heats it, obviously, and then it comes out this pipe and your hot water goes to the rest of the house. Now, an important thing to remember about that is that as you're using your hot water, your tank is filling with cold water. So the longer you're using hot water, say for a shower, the colder the temperature of the water in your tank gets. It takes a certain amount of time for all the water to reach the temperature that the thermostat is set at on your hot water heater. Okay, so the mixing valve, again, I thought I did all my research, thought I knew what was happening, probably didn't have the clearest idea, so I want to tell you what it's doing. Your mixing valve is basically just this pipe that goes from your cold water supply to your hot water out line. And you can see here in their demonstration, that's all it's supposed to do. And it's got a thermometer here, a thermostat, I guess, that tells it how hot the water should be when it exits your tank and goes out to the rest of the house. So it basically is adding water, cold water, to your hot water before it goes to the rest of the house. I will say right now at this juncture that the one positive thing about that, well, there are a couple positives. One of the big positives is that you will not have scalding water coming out of any of your taps. So if you have young children, you're not going to have scalding water. This thermostat is going to let your water come out at the temperature you set. This one is set at 120. There's not hot water moving through it right now, which is why it's showing 80 degrees, but we've got it set at 120. So your hot water going to the rest of the house is going to be 120 degrees or wherever you have it set. The water in your tank generally is 140 degrees. And so this tank booster advertises, hey, we're going to increase your hot water capacity. But really what they're doing is they're simply adding cold water to your hot water so that it reduces the amount of hot water you are emptying from the tank at any given point in time. Now let's go upstairs and take a look at a couple different places where we're going to use hot water and talk about how that affects your hot water needs at those areas. The number one use of hot water in the average North American home is the personal shower. The average American takes around 10-minute showers and uses around 15, 16, 17 gallons of water during the course of their shower. And so if you have several family members like we do, you tend to use a fair bit of hot water. Now again, you got to remember the water heater downstairs already has a mixing valve on it. It's called the thermostatic mixing valve. Well, what is this? This is just a mixing valve of its own here at the shower. So we used to, when we took our showers, we would turn this valve about halfway between hot and cold. Now, with the water temperature being reduced at the water heater, we have to turn it there to get the same comfort level of our hot water. So the mixing valve serves no purpose for personal showers, right? You want the same temperature. And so rather than mixing all the cold water in up here, we've mixed some of it in downstairs. And so if you want your shower to come out at about 105 degrees, well, it's coming about 120 degrees out of your hot water pipes. And so it takes less cold water here at the shower to reduce it down to the 105 degrees that you might want for your shower. And so is the thermostatic mixing valve saving you any water here at the shower? No, none at all. You're wanting the same thing coming out of your shower, the same temperature, regardless of whether it's being adjusted at the tank or adjusted here. So no benefit for the personal shower. All right, what's next? Of course, it's the clothes washer. The average American wash machine uses between 20 and 25 gallons of water per wash cycle. And so this is going to be your biggest single use of hot water, though again, over the course of a day, multiple family members, you're going to use more in the shower. But this is a pretty big use of hot water. And so let's talk about what this machine is doing. Of course, you've got cold water coming up from downstairs and you've got hot water coming up, two different pipes coming into this machine. And so if you don't adjust anything on your machine at all, yes, you will use less hot water because of the thermostatic mixing valve. However, if you've got a wash machine like we do that's been made within the past 10 years or so, you have options for temperature. You can control the temperature here of your machine. What we have found is that now, instead of using maybe warm water, well, it's not cleaning as well as it used to, because what the machine says is warm is simply changing how much hot water it's taking from the hot water pipes coming into the machine. And so the warm now is more like eco-warm or barely, lukewarm. And so to get the same temperature that we would have gotten before the thermostatic mixing valve, now we have to use hot or so forth. We've always got to select a warmer level than what we did before to get the same heated water that we would have had before the mixing valve. Either that, or we compromise the cleaning process by going with cooler water. So, are we increasing our hot water capacity here at the wash machine? Again, if you forget to change your settings, or if you intentionally leave it at cooler settings, yeah, maybe a little bit. But if you want your clothes to be as clean as they were before, and you want your water to be as hot as it was before, you're going to adjust those settings, and therefore negate the effects of the thermostatic mixing valve. All right, what's next? Your sink? No, not really. Probably not unless you wash dishes by hand. Which, if you do, the same theory applies as does to the shower. If you want that temperature to be the same as it was before, you're going to simply be running more hot water here at the tap than you used to. But what I'm here for is to talk about this dishwasher. Now, your dishwasher is a little bit different. And the lighting's not great down here, but back here at the back, you see a gray hose. And that is the line going to your wash machine from your sink. I guess I could have prepared for this video a little bit, but hey. So you see that your supply line to your dishwasher comes only from the hot water. There is no cold water being mixed in here. So the water going to your dishwasher is going to be cooler than it used to be. It is 100% coming from your hot water line, and therefore you could say, because a gallon or so, well, let me get to that. Because cold water is being added to the line down at the hot water heater, you are increasing your capacity in that you're not going to be taking as much actual hot water from the hot water tank when you run your dishwasher cycle. But here's the kicker. The typical dishwasher only uses 5 to 6 gallons per cycle. And so even if you're running it once a day, your savings are approximately 1 gallon of hot water. So maybe you used to use about 6 gallons of hot water. Now, because it's mixing in cold water down at the tank, you might be using 5 gallons of hot water and 1 gallon of cold water. So over the course of a month, you're saving 30 gallons of hot water. It's basically negligible. Okay, so I'd like to mention at this point that there are claims online. You'll see other videos when you search for this Cash ACME Thermostatic Mixing Valve or other brands. I'm not trying to single them out. They are what they are. They're no better or worse than anybody else, I don't think. But you're going to see claims that they will increase your hot water capacity, or I saw one video that said double your hot water capacity. No, you're not going to experience that at all, because like I said, all they're doing is adding cold water to your hot water, and you're reducing the temperature you get coming out of all your outlets, your sinks, your showers, and so forth. So what we have found is that we're using pretty much the same hot water as we used to use. The problem, though, the big thing, the reason I'm disconnecting this today, is that when you want hot water, when you're remember I talked about this tank is mixing cold with hot as you're using it. So if you're the second or third person in line to use the shower, and you want to turn that hot water up all the way to where you're getting just hot water, just anything that's in here. The temperature of this has dropped for 15, 20, 30 minutes as it's refreshing the water that's being used in the showers. And so the temperature of the water in here has dropped from 140 degrees to say 105 degrees or 100 degrees. Well, you're the third person in line. You want only water coming out of this. You want the 105 degree water. You don't want it mixed with cold water, because that's going to drop your temperature down to 95, 90 degrees. And so we've had quite a few cold showers over the past year. We've got seven people, 5 kids. Our kids are turning into teenagers. They're showering more often. And so we're finding more and more we are running out of hot water for our showers. And when we crank that mixing valve at the shower all the way up to hot water, we just are not able to get hot water or even comfortable enough to shower water because it's always mixing in cold water down here. And so for that reason, and because our savings have not been realized, we actually installed this shortly after the tank booster, because the tank booster was not doing, the bottom line in that instance is the hot water heater was not, it was old and it wasn't working like it should have. So we put in a 55-gallon tank. That's done better, a lot better, but we still are experiencing what I've just mentioned. And so we're getting rid of Mr. Cash ACME here. And I think at least the claims that you're going to double your capacity, it's a scam. It's definitely not doing what we expected it to do, and so we're getting rid of it. I hope this helps. Ask questions if you want. If you're a DIYer like me, I hope you've learned something.